Kalalalo Hawadla Yahawaba Shamil Shaiba Shamakwakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS that rule and teach well. Peace and salutations to the brothers on the four corners of this sincerity. I am Brother M.O.T.B saying Shalom. And so we have an article here, that once again is the it's just another declaration of prophecy really. Yeah, and just so we that go through it. You know what I mean? So yeah, it says EU chief says public who refuse World Economic Forum digital IDs will be excluded from society. So yeah, so they basically how they say get ultimatum is either you're for or you're against. Understand? Is either you're for or you're against. Yeah? Now you read on. So European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen has warned that people who refuse to accept the WEF's new digital ID scheme will be excluded from participating in society. So yeah, once you do accept the new way, you understand, obviously you will not be allowed to go on with what? With everyday life. You understand? Your new normal will be abnormal. You understand? That's why Ariam Lab did a video talking about, you're too comfortable when last year to actually get up and hunt your own food and so on and, forage for your daily bread and so on and so forth. Yeah? It said during an appearance at a G20, understand? A G20 now. G20 summit session dubbed One Future, One World, New World Order, alright. Von der Leyen declared our collective future to be digital, governed by globalist organizations such as the WEF. So, the WEF and the WHO more or less go hand in hand, right? It says Summit News reports von der Leyen, in her position as the EU Commission President, touched on AI and digital landscape. In her address, she acknowledged the potential dangers and gargantuan opportunities linked with advancing AI technology and emphasized the importance of channeling such explosive technology. Right, so basically, what that paragraph meant was, yes, it have dangers in using artificial intelligence. Right, they are downsides, but they're using big words, gargantuan meaning enormous, meaning very large opportunities now, i.e., monitoring every flicking body. Anyhow, it said today I want to focus on AI and digital infrastructure. Digital infrastructure, right? Let me get the meaning for the word infrastructure. Have it here. Infrastructure. It says the basic physical and organizational structures and facilities, example, buildings, roads, power supplies, needed for the operation of a society or an enterprise. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. So your infrastructure is the basics, you understand, that you need to run society. So the digital infrastructure, so today I want to focus on the digital basic needs to run society. You understand, on digitalization. Not literal building, not literal power supply. Digitalization. Yeah, the digital infrastructure, how we could run society digitally. It's as it has been described, AI has risks but also offers tremendous opportunities. The crucial question is how to harness a rapidly changing technology. In the EU in 2020, we presented the first ever law on artificial intelligence. We want to facilitate innovation while building trust, but we need more. What the world does now will shape our future. I believe that Europe and its partners should develop a new global framework for AI risks, von der Leyen said. Von der Leyen praised the European Union's move in 2020 to introduce the first legal framework for AI, a step taken with the intent of fostering innovation alongside trust. However, she insisted that this wasn't sufficient. She suggested a multinational adoption of a coping mechanism for managing AIs. Okay. So basically the trust and the laws is for AI, so they want to trust artificial intelligence. but yet still have laws to govern it. Okay, all right. We see ESO doing its finest, yeah. Right. Adoption of coping mechanisms for managing AI risk. Yeah, so it say the EU chief also stressed that globally accepted standards must be created under the purview of the United Nations akin to the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change Humanity stood to benefit. I remember doing a video a while back on how they want to attack human like yeah, they want to attack climate change as if it's a war. They say they want to they want to attack it on a warlike footing, if memory serves correct. Yeah. So they go in and implement during war. You get martial law during war. You get military states. You understand during war. Yeah. It's yeah. However, she insisted that this wasn't sufficient. She suggested a multi. Oh, okay. All right. The EU chief also stressed that globally accepted standards must be created under the purview of the United Nations, right? So globally accepted standards, so the whole world had to be on one accord underneath the United Nations, the UN. Akin to the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, humanity stood to benefit, she argued, if an international authority could clarify the risks and rewards related to AI, akin to the IPCC for climate concerns. So yeah, the usefulness of AI relating to climate control, basically. Concurrently, von der Leyen championed the concept of digital public infrastructure. This is where you come in, John Public, you and me and all of us, so to speak. Yeah. Currently, von der Leyen championed the concept of digital public infrastructure similar to the CV passport system, a system developed by your CV passport. That means that was a digital file basically. That's all the information on it, right? It say the concept of digital public infrastructure similar to the CV passport system, a system developed by the EU as a response to the CV saga. The World Health Organization embraced it with open arms as a global standard that you see. So this is the global standard I was talking about in the previous with paragraph. Yeah, this is the global standard that they want to implement for everybody to be under, which the UN would be in control of, right? With open arms as a global standard for combating health threats, Papa. Many of you are familiar with the C19 digital certificate. You see, digital certificate. The EU developed it for itself. The model was so functional and so trusted that 51 countries on 4 continents adopted it for free. Today, the WHO uses it as a global standard to facilitate mobility in times of health. Yeah, if you could go here, if you could go there, where we see a digital, you know what I mean? The digital paperwork, so to speak. Mobility in times of health threat, von der Leyen continued. Alarmingly, von der Leyen praised the EU's strides towards the block-wide digital identity app capable of storing your citizens' personal information, including credit cards, driver license, and passport data. The developments ring alarm bells for individuals and nations valuing free speech and privacy. So yeah, basically they could control you from this so-called digital identification. Yeah, yeah, digital identification. They could control you. They could lock you out of systems. They could make systems lock you out. When you scan, nah, you're not allowed here. You look. We have a video of you saying this, or we have a record of you saying this against the system, so on and so forth. Going back to social crediting. Yeah, but I mean, all these draconian things are written to come to pass. This is all part of it. You understand? This is all part of it. Let's go to Revelation 12. Oh gosh. Revelation 12 and 12. It says, come on, why are you behaving like this, man? Yeah, with this mobile, right? Revelation 12 and 12. Wow. Let's give me a second. Let's give me a minute. Alright, we finally got you right. So Revelation 12, down to verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth he had but a short time. Yeah. So now they want to make it mandatory and speed up and make excuses to implement, you know what I mean, the draconian measures to implement, the final, you know what I'm saying, the M.O.T.B, the final strike, yeah. The final strike. Because why? They know the kingdom coming time, but they wanted to prevail forever. Pursuant to Psalms 40, 49, 49 and 11, if I'm not mistaken. You know what? Let's see if I get it. Psalms, the book of Psalms 49 and 11. 49, 11, right? It says, their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names. Yeah, the inward thought is that their house will continue forever, and this is what they're trying to do. But in the back of the mind, they know the time short, but they will try to implement all sorts of measures to, you know what, to carry on, to bring to carry on the system. Yeah, now we go to final precept. A short video just bringing out the information for us. Revelations 13, the main prophecy for right now. We go 14. It says, and deceived them that dwell on earth by means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, or in the sight of the system. You understand? Because these things will be considered miracles. You understand? You have to understand the point of view of the prophets back then. Remember, they didn't have this type of technology back then, so these things would seem to be miracles. Yeah, you have to always keep that in mind. These things could be miracles to them. You scan your hand, you're able to leave with goods. In their day and age, they didn't have no credit card. It was coin. You understand? Barter system and coin. Yeah, you had to pay coin, a physical something. No, it's not that. Now you can just tap your phone, tap your card, so on and so forth. Right? It say, and deceived them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on earth that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by a sword and did live. Yeah. Verse 15, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. This goes back to the heading, the heading of the article. Yeah, it said what? It said anybody who refused to take the digital ID will be left out of society. You know what? You will die. You will wither off and die. They leaving here to die basically. No medical care, no food, no source of water, no source of income, no source of, you know what I mean, trading. What is define currency again? Oh God, no formal legal tender to trade in these kind of things. You understand? So they're leaving it to die. That's why they say, who as many would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Right? That is what I wanted to get today. So if you don't worship the image of the beast, they will leave you to die. Or they will kill you. You understand? They're forcing you to work, they will just kill you and get rid of you and done. You know? But as I said before, these are all the draconian measures they implementing as the infrastructure to bring in the M.O.T.B. So with that, I say Kalalal Wadla Yahawba Shem Yoshai Shem Kakodash. Double honors once again to the apostles and elders of GMS that rule and teach well. Peace and salutation to the brothers on the four corners of this earth, pushing this will in truth. Also in sincerity once again, this is Brother Manat Zach saying Shalom.